and went there. Without wasting any time, Snowanda, over to you.
Thank you, my darling. Sanbonan, ninjani? Ngiyaphila nami. Ngizothi, good afternoon, everybody. All protocols observed. Before ngiqale, isikhathi asisinikwa ngaso shuthi siyaflexa. But before ngiqale, sinabantu abasha ngithi we have young people in the room. So just entertain me for these few seconds inyana. Then I'll get to what I've been called to do in the front. Lento engiyenzayo ngizoyisho ukuthi why am I doing it, ne? Zizojika izinto wena ukhalelani wena ukhalelani zizojika izinto wena ukhalelani wena ukhalelani wena ukhalelani kusho ukuthi Mr. Zakwe, we are having a bright future. The reason why ngiqale kanje is for a number of reasons. Oqala nje ngaphambi kwenu is very intimidating. But I thought we are here in a professional platform. The topic is paradigm shift. The professionals sometimes think there are certain things for a certain caliber of a person. So I wanted to test, Uguti, seeing yourselves as graduates, do you still relate to just being flexible? And that says, when we're talking paradigm shift, you must be able to transform where required. You must be able to read a situation. Sometimes a situation will want you to remain professional, but sometimes you need to be flexible and adapt. Agility. So that's my intro to what I am called here to do, to say I'm happy. Test but all is well. So economic development is a department that is provincial. It has a provincial office, it has district offices. We also have public entities. Please follow, like our pages, that's where we also share our programs. You guys are very, very fortunate. Don't take this chance for granted. We never had such an opportunity when we were upcoming graduates, where you get such institutions coming together and saying, let's take time out. The people that are here today didn't come because they had nothing else to do, but it is because of the impact and importance of what is happening here today and in the next 2 days. So don't take this opportunity lightly for coming here, 1, 2, for being given the opportunity to be an intern. The theme is competency development program, but the topic that I'm going to also touch on is paradigm shift. What is competency development? Aligning to a paradigm shift. When you're talking competency, you're looking at a diverse topic on its own. It's saying you must have a qualification. It's saying you must have skills. It's saying you must have years in experience. You don't just get competent overnight. These sessions and engagements are part of building your competence in the areas that you are. The knowledge, the ability for you to do what you are expected to do, the behavior, all contributes towards competence. So when we're talking competence development, if you are tick on qualification, it means you still have to learn behavior. You still have to have experience. You still have to have the skill set, a full set of expertise, exposure in the area that you are in. Giegu paradigm shift. Aligning it with agility. Agility is saying you must be able to move quickly and easily. And because of the profession that you are in, within AMA means and within your compliances, ensuring that you are upholding your work ethic. You ask yourself, what is a work ethic? There's a number of ways in which we define it. But it is doing the right thing when nobody else is looking. So if you guys are able to do that wherever you are placed, you are on the right track to ensuring ukuthi your future is looking bright. The paradigm shift is linking to that because you are finding practices. I'm diverting kancane, but in the programs. But I can't miss this opportunity to say in paradigm shift, we have to talk about these things. It's not about the programs. My programs, yes, are part of that. But when you talk to paradigm shift, and to do that, you need a number of different people to talk about the different topics that were spoken of today. For us to all contribute towards saying, Lokho kwaziyo is not it. Awufikange ekugcineni. There's things out there. You still need to grow within indawo okuyona. Your paradigm shift must link to branding. Without branding, things fall apart. Because when you brand, you associate. Nobody wants to be associated ngento engcolile, ngento engekho right. The other thing about e-branding has got to do with, I think earlier on, I would say, kunezinto in the municipalities, the MEC also touched on those things. But when you know and you understand what branding is, even if you find the practices that are there, you understand ukuthi, with the branding that I'm having right now, it could be a platform for me to grow. So there's two paradigm shifts that I would like to engage you on. One that will say I want to be an employee. If I want to be an employee and I have to align with the branding, it means my competence must come in handy. It means when I'm being taken as the intern, finance, it's not just about finance. Align that with the branding. Maktiwa go to supply chain, your hand is up. Maktiwa go to IT, your hand is up. Because you are creating a brand that will say, there's this intern engave isebenzala. Remember, as an intern, it's a contractual position. And beyond that, your retention, when you come back to an interview, the people on the other side of the table will remember the brand that you displayed while you had this short-term opportunity of employment. So your brand, in how you portray yourself, in how you behave, in how the tasks that are allocated to you are done, are part of you creating a brand that will create an opportunity for you while you are employed. Expose yourself. Dare to be different. Learn. Somebody spoke of AI, artificial intelligence. That's where we're going. Part of the paradigm shift, our accounting yakdala, it was books, actual manual books. Nowadays, we are into accounting systems. As a professional somebody who is now exposed, nowadays the Segunama accounting systems, how do you then not only know how to operate and use a system? You now need to think, there's an opportunity if I now attain IT skill sets. Because now I'm going to be getting the best of both worlds. I know how to run the system, but now I also know how to do the back end part of things. That is also part of changing how you are seeing things. While you are at the municipality, you are being exposed to various business processes. Understand them. See them differently from today. When you see supply chain, how are they doing supply chain? What is supply chain? Because that could be your career pathing. See internship as a potential career path beyond your finance professionalism. Iyahlupha iphindi lokhe ngizama ukuveza ukuthi nami technology ngiyayazi. So that is the first part in terms of a paradigm shift that I would like for you to leave here in the next 2 days, having taken home with you. Kuyeke lokho okunye ozokufica vele uzokufica Awuzukukufica in the municipality, only uzokufica everywhere. But it's all to do with how you change your mindset and how you want to be branded as an employee, because that particular alignment to the brand that you will create as a finance intern can lead you to somebody name dropping you because of how they have seen you working and how you've taken your professional qualification, your professional placement at that particular level, and they will want to associate themselves with that. Under training and skills development, you have acquired the technical skills and the know-how. I just touched on the IT part of the accounting systems, but within what you are exposed, identify areas of upskilling and adding to what you are already having. We do also, as a department, have programs that assist in terms of training and skills development, aligning with how we upskill you from where you are, or aligning it with business management skills. Look at the value chain of where you are. The value chain can be used as a career path and the transformation of who you are today and the opportunity that you can get when you are looking at the financial sector of things. Then we get to the technical skill set and converting it into a business. We also offer training and skills development for business management skills as a department, working, of course, with our stakeholders. There's an opportunity for you to be a business person. That's the second part of the paradigm shift. With the courses that we offer, we take you through an ideation stage as a department. We take you through the early starting up to right up until you are a running business. How do you then look at your technical skill set that you are having now and align it to business? Many a times we say there's opportunities in the urban areas. But right now, there's a shift. Look at what is happening in Emakhaya, where you are coming from. There's more opportunities and strategic focuses from all departments, from the government. How do you look at what is happening in terms of policy strategy, the access to information that you are having right now? Municipality is where the people are, is where the problems are. There's businesses there. There's young people there who are aspiring to be graduates. Where you are positioned right now, you have access to informal businesses. There's your local economic development offices, Angit. But how do you then look at that information and use it to be your information data for you to make an informed decision? The communities come, Komaspala, and complain. There are municipality meetings that take place. Why are you not finding yourself in such spaces? Because that is where you find challenges that require solutions. How do you use your professionalism, identifying opportunities for you to open businesses, to then create solutions for what you are exposed to? Look at what you are getting yourself exposed to and creating an opportunity for you. For the informal part or the local economic development part of things, that could be your center of information to have that information for you to create a financial, and you've got technical. How do you then look at what I'm having? If what I'm having is not sufficient, upskill, reskill, then align it with having to get the business management skills for you to then be able to run. Even when you are running a business, you still need experience. Look at volunteering to assist businesses around where you are coming from. Get that exposure, because when you're transforming into a formal entity or a formal business, you are then in a position to have clients, and word of mouth gets around. And just by you volunteering as a start, because you have identified such an opportunity, you are already creating a pipeline for you to have your clientele. Job creation. We work with stakeholders to ensure, how do we assist young unemployed graduates who are seeking employment? We take them through job readiness programs, working with stakeholders to help us get to young people. Breaking barriers, particularly we get taught, we get exposed to isiZulu in KZN kakhulu. When you get to an interview, nobody's going to be whispering questions to you ngesiZulu. You have to now express yourself in English, a language which you were just going through so that you are in a position to be able to pass it or to just know the basics. So we've got such programs where we are looking at building that capacity to be ready for the job market. As I conclude, take a decision. As a young person, I liked what our speaker, Ms. Zuma, said about raising your hand. Be present. Be aware of your surroundings, because when you know what is happening, you are in a better position to plan for the future. Take a decision to say, not for us, without us. Whether ngasekhaya, whether in a work meeting environment, you have a voice, you have an opinion, use it. Raise those issues. Yes, sometimes it might not be heard, but we need abantu who are principled, who will assist us in changing the status quo. There's a number of programs that we focus on under entrepreneurship, but as I said, follow us on our social media platforms. That is where we do advertise, as well as our ETIA branches, where we also do work with the local offices to share programs of what we do. This is the future government. This is the future leaders, whether professionally or otherwise in business. So be encouraged, be present, and don't take anything for granted. Thank you.